What's going on, world? I'm so excited. My name is Mo Brooks, and welcome to another edition of the Mo Brooks podcast. Oh my goodness, I'm excited for what I have for you all today. We're starting off January 2025. We're in the first quarter of 2025, and we're coming in hot and heavy. We're juicing you up, okay? But now we're going to start getting into a little more of the strategy, of the practicality, of really helping you make 2025 stand out. Now, there is a lot going on in the world. I don't want to dismiss that. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on with government. There's a lot going on in your life. There is a lot going on, right? But what we're going to do, we're going to mind our business. We're going to mind our business. There are some things that's simply not in our control. Okay? It's just a fact. There's some things that are not in our control. There's some things that God is handling. There's some things that other people are handling. Now, I don't want us to have a bystander, right, situation where we think everybody is handling everything, so we sit back. No, literally, God has assigned people in certain places and situations. God is sovereign. He's working out some stuff that we don't know, that we don't understand. Whatever it is, whatever the case may be, I'm being very broad intentionally. There's some things that God is doing in the earth. God, Sister Barbara taught me this a long time ago. I love her for this. God is always working. All right. God is always at work. Okay. So there's some things we literally can't control. We can pray about it. That's a measure of our control goals for a lot of things. But there are some things in your life that God has given you authority and control over. There's some things that you can literally control, that you can make a difference in your life, in your home, in your community, in the world, whatever that may be. That's what we want to focus on. We want to mind our business. That means we're not focusing on the things we can't control, but we're really focusing on the things we can control. All right, does that make sense? Now, the things we can control, the things we're supposed to be doing is under attack. I call them giants. And today we're going to be talking about defeating your giants. There's some dreams and goals and aspirations. There's some calling. There's an assignment. There's something that you are supposed to be doing. You are supposed to be adding value. You are supposed to be loving. You're supposed to be making an impact. You're supposed to be doing something phenomenal in the earth realm. But guess what? You got giants in your way. And today, we're talking about giants. Real quick, I'm not going to do this at the end, but I'm going to do it right now. This is connecting with you. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you all sharing, commenting, and letting people know about this podcast, about this YouTube channel. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I want to pause and just say thank you for your love and your support. We're talking about giants. Here we go. Giants. Now, I got an acronym for giants, okay? GIANT stands for gripping influences, activating negative thoughts and spirits. I'm going to say that one more time. This is our working definition of giants. Here, these are the giants that's in your way. These are the giants that is causing you to be not disciplined in the area you're supposed to be disciplined in. These are the giants that's causing you to be delayed. You're supposed to make the phone call 3 weeks ago. You haven't made the phone call. You were supposed to send the email 2 weeks ago. You didn't send the email. You were supposed to write the book 5 years ago. You didn't write the book. You were supposed to speak up for yourself and say something, but you haven't done so yet. You got some giants. You got some gripping influences. They have a hold on you. They influence your thoughts. They influence your mind. They influence your actions. They influence your life. They influence your finances. They influence in your relationships. You got some gripping influences on your life. And this is huge because we don't want to repeat previous years. We're trying to get you unstuck. There's a lot of people who's in the same predicament year after year after year. And guess what? How can I say that with so much confidence? Because I used to be one of them that year after year after year, I feel stuck. Like I'm not growing, I'm not progressing, I'm not moving. I'm just literally stuck in the mud. Now, not every area feels stuck, but there's key areas in my life that I'm like, this is the same as last year. This is the same the year before. And I'm circling the mountain because I'm allowing gripping influences. Now look at what I love this. Look at what the gripping influences does. The gripping influences, they are activating negative thoughts and spirits. Think about that. Think about your own thoughts on a daily basis. Do you have negative thoughts about yourself? Negative thoughts about your approach? Negative thoughts about your business? Negative thoughts about your work? Negative thoughts about your spouse? Like, do you have, like, over and over and over again, you're in a big ball of negativity. You try to get out, and these are secret thoughts. Because I like to deal with secret stuff, because there's a whole bunch of things that's happening in the dark that don't make it to social media, that don't make it to your conversations with your friends, that doesn't make it with the conversations with your spouse, but you keep all the negative stuff to yourself. But in public, we portray we're positive, we're powerful, we're mighty, we're thriving. But in private, you have negative thoughts that's eating at you. You're not good enough. You're not accepted. You're not loved. People don't support me. You have these negative thoughts, gripping influences that activate negative thoughts and spirits. That at a certain time of the year, a certain spirit show up, a certain demon show up. You've been strong with your sexuality and sexual health. Next thing you know, it's a demon show up. And because you have a gripping influence, you don't want to do the thing, but it seems like you're doing it anyway. We're going to talk about how to get over these giants. Here we go. I'm excited. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Okay. So these giants, they make you see yourselves as grasshoppers, as insignificant, as not enough, and as damaged goods. These giants make your self-esteem and confidence be at an all-time low. When you have these giants in your life, you feel like you have no power and you're small and you're little and you're not enough. Gripping influences, activating negative thoughts and spirits. These giants make you fearful. That's why God said, I did not give you the spirit of fear. When you have giants influencing your life in front of you where you can't get around them or go over them or go through them, you feel stuck. You don't feel disciplined. You feel lazy. You feel sluggish. You feeling all these different emotions. You're insecure. Your confidence is low. You're gossiping and talking about other people. You always in other people's business instead of minding your own business. All these giants in your life. I forgot where I was going. I just started talking about a whole bunch of stuff. All right, but you got all these giants in your life and it make you feel small and fearful. That's where I was. You afraid. God did not give you the spirit of fear. When you feel like you're afraid of everything and you have the spirit of fear, you got a giant in your life. But he gave you power, love, and a sound mind. So negative spirits, check this out, is not only fear, but is limiting beliefs. It's limiting habits that you know you should start. Habits you know you should start or stop, and they're harmful to you. Think about the limited beliefs you have about yourself and your capability. When God said you can do all things through Christ Jesus, which gives you strength, what have you limited yourself to? You want to write the book. You want to start the business. You want to grow the business. You want to grow in ministry. You want to grow in your gifts. You want to minister at a high level. You want to speak at a high level. Whatever it is, you want to raise your income. You want to give more. You want to pray more. You want whatever it is, you got a limited belief. And that's a spiritual matter. And it's activated through the gripping influences you have in your life. So my question to you is, how do you get loose from these gripping influences? How do you free yourself? How do you shed the gripping influences that activate negative thoughts and spirits? We're going to talk about it. See, in all this stuff, especially these spirits, these negative spirits, it seems impossible for you to go after what you're supposed to go after because imposter syndrome kicks in, low self-esteem kicks in. You have these kind of invisible forces that's in your mind or operating, or it seems like it's operating in other people that you can't get over. And it's hindering your team, it's hindering your organization, it's hindering your family, because now it's ushered in a toxic culture and a fixed mindset. So often we're facing these giants over and over again. And these giants, the same giants may show up, but in a different package. You know what I'm saying? The same sexual temptations show up, but it's in a different woman or a different man. Now, last year, it was this girl. This year, it was this girl. Next year, it's this girl. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is we have to become free of the influence of the giants, because the giants are not going nowhere. They're going to continue to influence you and attempt to influence you, but you can get free from it. And how in the world do you do that? How do you get free from the things that's stopping you over and over and over again? First of all, I want you to look at your environment. Your environment. Because a lot of times we try to go straight to the action, straight to the fruit, straight to the habit. But sometimes we don't understand that our environment influences our habits. Our environment influences our thoughts. Our environment influences just about everything that's operating in our lives. And I'm talking about simple stuff. You need to clean your house. You probably got to clean your house. Environment. Clean out your car. Environment. Declutter your email. Environment. Get organized. Environment. See, these are the practical things that I think we overlook, like your desk, environment. It needs to be clean. It needs to be orderly. It needs to look good. Environment. These things, okay, when things are clean and organized and orderly, when your environment, when it smells good, when it's fresh, when you have invested in the environment, there's certain things that can't come into the environment because what the environment looks like. So get the environment clean and in order and organized and beautified. Like, get your environment right. And we operate a lot of times out of messy environments, cluttered environments, which clutters our mind. Our spaces are cluttered. Everything is cluttered. And guess what? Now we can't usher in the right influence, the right habits, the right mindset, because we're in environments that's toxic, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, toxic environments that gotta go. Like, real talk, your circle may need to change. I know some people, they need to change their circle. I'm not saying you don't have to be friends or cool with certain people. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the circle you're in right now is not helping you with your gripping influences. The circle you're in right now has you stuck. The circle you're in right now is having you drink. The circle you're in right now is influence you to treat your temple wrong and smoke. The circle you're in right now is not helping you write the book. The circle you're in right now is not helping you reach the dream and the goals and the aspiration. The circle you're in right now is not helping you with your marriage and with your family and with your kids. The circle you're in right now is actually activating the negative thoughts and spirits. Your environment, the people around you, they gotta go. And this is real. They got to go. You got to find a new environment. You got to find new people to hang around with. You got to find new people to bounce ideas off. You got to find new people to talk to who's passionate about the stuff you're passionate about. You got to find new people who's smarter than you and is able to push you to another level. You got to find a new environment who's not going to stress you out, but they're going to inspire you. They're going to juice you up. They're going to encourage you. They're going to pray for you. You got to find another environment. I don't want to talk about sports 24/7. I don't want to talk about sports and basketball and football. These people ain't paying me. I don't care if the Eagles win. I don't care if the Chiefs win. They ain't paying me no money. They ain't helping my family come closer together. They ain't doing nothing for my emotional well-being. They just sucking the living life out of me. And you telling me you want me to debate on who's the greatest? I'm trying to be the greatest. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to produce. I'm trying to add value. I'm trying to leave an impact. I'm trying to leave a legacy. I ain't got time to be talking about what these people doing, playing a child's game, making millions of dollars, and I'm over here broke and depressed and busted and disgusted. My bad, y'all. I got a little juiced up because that irritates me because I used to be in environments where people talk about sports all day, but we ain't talking about my wife. We ain't talking about my family. We ain't talking about my living condition. We ain't talking about progressing. We ain't talking about impacting lives. We ain't talking about saving souls. We ain't talking about doing spiritual things. We talking about dumb stuff. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Whew. All right, my bad. Somebody need to hear that because your circle is all jacked up. That's right. Here we go. My bad. Environment. So if we want to get rid of the gripping influences that's activating negative thoughts and spirits, you probably need to look at the environment you're in. Okay, your physical environment, make sure your place is cleaned up. All right, make sure you're organized. Make sure you're decluttering. Make sure you're getting rid of stuff. Make sure you're making room. Here's another one on environment. You're making room in your environment for new things to come in. What we do, we just, every day we bring in something new in the house without taking nothing out. Next thing you know, you got a clutter. You a mess. All right. And I'm talking to myself. I got some stuff over here that I need to get out this house. Okay. So this is not me judging. This is not me condemning. This is not me talking down on. I'm in here with you. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. We own a journey together because we want to be influenced by the right environment, the right people, and the Holy Spirit. All right. So first of all, fix your environment. Okay. And you know what? I'm not even going to do another one. We're going to land this plane on environment because these giants, they can't survive in certain environments. I love it. These giants, they can't survive in a certain atmosphere. These giants, they will not last when you change the temperature in your home. They gotta go. We fry and we heat up a lot of things because there's a lot of toxic things like in the meat, for example, in chicken, you know what I'm saying? We put that thing in the grease and we heat it up or we bake it, and the heat, it kills off certain germs, it kills off certain toxins, it kills off certain things that's harmful for your body to give you the ability to digest it and eat it. And when your environment is changed, when your environment is anew, guess what? It automatically automatically kills off the things that can't survive in it. You don't gotta be rude to people. You don't gotta be mean. You don't gotta post it on social media. All you gotta do is shift the environment. When you shift the environment, when the environment is clean, when you walk in my house, the environment is set up in such a way, if you take one good look around, you can say, okay, this is clean. I see shoes over here. It tells me automatically to take off my shoes. Environment. But if the environment is a mess, you ain't gonna think to take off your shoes because you wanna keep them on because you don't know what's gonna come bite you. All right, my bad. I'm clowning. Okay, so get your environment right. That's our commitment. Get your environment right. We're going to come back next week with another thing to get rid of the giants in your life. But the first thing is we got to change the environment. Now, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your love and support. And I will holla at you later.